Hello and welcome to Admitted Students Week here at the Brown School in St. Louis. I am so excited to have you here. My name is Dominique Sandheindrich, and I'm the Assistant Director of Financial Aid. And so what we'll go over today is how do we finance our education? How does the Brown School process financial aid and federal aid? And so that is what I'm here to do today, is to kind of go over a rough overview of what that looks like for you if you choose to come here this fall. So we're excited to be working with you. I'm going to share my screen so we can kind of just get into it and talk a little bit more about what that looks like in my role. So give me just 1 second here. All right, again, welcome to Admitted Students Week. And so why you would contact me. So any questions that you may have around your financial aid, like scholarships, loans, federal work study, even student loan borrowing and returning, tuition issues and planning. So if you see any discrepancies on your student account, and then any external scholarship funding, if you plan to, or if you've been awarded, that is something that you want to communicate with me, just so we can get that applied to your account. We'll talk about living expense refund or student refund, and then creating a financial budget during your program. So those are just a few things that you can talk to me about, and I can assist you with throughout your time here at the Brown School. All right, so we have some university financial supports. These two departments support my department. And so we have Student Financial Services, also known as SFS, and then Student Accounting and Billing. Both of these departments are working in servicing the entire university. With Student Financial Services, they are going to process your external scholarships. And so we'll send you like the address to get those checks sent directly to them. They assist with the return of your federal loan. So in case you've taken out too much and you don't need it, they'll assist me and you in getting those funds given back to the federal government. Also, there's student accounting and billing. They will help you set up your payment plan, talk through payment options. They generate your billing statements. So if you ever have any questions on your billing statement, that is a department to go to. And then they also assist with the student refunds, setting up direct deposit, any account holds that you may see on your student account, and then they also apply those late fees. So again, we all work together. Feel free to contact me first, and then I can get you connected to them as well. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see that there's their contact information, just in case you have any questions, or maybe I haven't gotten to you yet. That is a good way to contact them. Let's get into our Brown School tuition and fees. So for our 21-22 tuition and fees school year, we have our Masters of Social Work, and I forgot to put our Masters of Social Policy on this page, but those rates are going to be the same at $44,590 per academic year, with $22,295 per semester. Then we have our public health, which is slightly cheaper at $39,600 per year, which is $19,800 per semester. And then if you've spoken to me already, I kind of went over 3 of those fees that will be applied to your student account. You have your health and wellness fee, that is $538 per year. And again, that health and wellness fee is going to cover your gym membership on campus, any health services or maybe health fairs that occur on campus. We also have that student activity fee. That fee is a Brown School fee only. It's $100 per year. And that goes just to support student groups. Maybe they want to get authors or lecturers that have panels on campus. Those funds will support those student groups. And then our student health insurance fee, which is right now at $1,942. Again, that is only charged in the fall one time. And you can waive out of this if you have your own private health insurance, or maybe you're under your parents' health insurance. So at the bottom, you can contact our Habit Health and Wellness Center. They can talk you through that waiver process, discuss with you what is covered under our health insurance. But this fee will be assessed in the summer. and it may increase. That will be communicated to you as well. All right. And again, we have our tuition and fees. I have added the Masters of Social Policy here. As you can see, like I said before, it is the same cost as our social work program. And then I always want you to consider your total cost of attendance. And we'll go into that a little bit more on the next slide, but that is going to be tuition and fees plus your living expenses, rent, utilities, groceries, just basically the amount that costs to live. So let's get into that a little bit more. All right, so with your Masters of Social Work and Social Policy, this is going to be your cost of attendance chart. So we have incorporated an estimate of, again, your rent and mortgage, book supplies, personal miscellaneous. So as you can see, there's tuition, and then what's circled is going to be your cost of attendance. So if you were to take out loans up to your cost of attendance, you may generate a refund, which would then cover those living expenses. And so 29,918 is going to be the amount per semester in cost of attendance. And then again, that could generate a refund for a student, which in turn they can use that as a student refund to cover those living expenses. And here's our public health. That is going to be 27,423. So that is up to your cost of attendance. And then of course, as you can see, your tuition and cost of attendance, you just take the difference of that amount and that'll be your student refund. Again, depending on how much you take out, will determine how much you will get back. All right, so the biggest question of all is, how will I finance my graduate degree? And it's the best question. I get this question all the time. And so let's just go through a few things that will help support you while you're here at the Brown School. So what are your options? We have scholarships, we have employer assistance, or we don't, but that is an option, excuse me. Family assistance, like a 529 plan. Maybe you have a family savings or your own personal savings. Even a payment plan, federal work study, on-campus positions that could be part-time. And again, this could go toward your tuition or directly in hand to support your living expenses. And then again, federal aid or student loans. So here at the Brown School, we have two institutional awards. That is our merit-based award and our need-based scholarship, excuse me. Both of those awards are awarded upon admission. They are two separate applications that are reviewed by two different committees. And again, they are applied evenly across your program. So if you are a full-time student, that's 4 semesters, it'll be divided into 4. And then you may be an advanced standing 16-month or 12-month. Again, that would be divided evenly across your program. With our merit-based, again, those are based on your admissions application and materials. You will have the option in your second year to apply for continuing student scholarship. Again, that is your second year of study. Those are extremely limited, very competitive, and generally range between 2,500 to 5,000. But again, that is in your second year and will be communicated the spring of your first year. Then your need-based application. Again, that is going to be for students who are demonstrating severe financial need. And so this will determine some of your, based on your incoming student loan debt, and then what's indicated as a major need or a major factor. So all that will be evaluated and reviewed, again, holistically through two committees, and then communicated to you if awarded. With both scholarships, again, you must maintain a full-time student status, and your GPA will need to be cumulatively at a 3.0 or higher for those two scholarships. And then our external scholarships. So we have an external scholarship page on our website. Again, those could be subjective. We encourage students to really search online. They may require a separate application or essays, or even a financial aid verification, which is something you can just communicate with me and I can provide that for you. And then these external scholarships can be applied in addition to what you've already been awarded here at the Brown School. So some other sources to think about are professional organizations, cultural faith and heritage organizations, maybe even your employer, and then again, social organizations. Those are just different ways and areas to look for other funding. Then we have our federal student aid. The Brown School utilizes two different types of loans. We have our direct unsubsidized loan, and then our graduate direct plus loan. Both loans come with origination fees and interest rates. For your direct federal unsubsidized loan, if you have your FAFSA turned in, you are eligible for $20,500 per academic year. Again, that will be based on your FAFSA, so I encourage all students to get that in. Regardless if you utilize those funds or not, it's always good to have that in just in case. Then you have your direct plus loan. This plus loan is going to be kind of the last resort. It is a credit-based loan that is not necessarily based, again, on your credit score, but maybe your credit history. And so this comes with a higher origination fee and higher interest rates. Again, it's credit-based and can only be awarded up to cost of attendance. So up to those numbers that we talked about previously. So those are our two loans. Again, we encourage you to get those FAFSAs in so we can talk about if you need to utilize those loans for that academic year. Also, your FAFSA is going to be, every year you're going to have to apply for a FAFSA. So again, this will be your 21-22 FAFSA. Then in your second year will be your 22-23 FAFSA. Also, there are private loan options. We encourage students to really use this again as the end all, but you can utilize banks or credit unions or private lenders. If a student may not be eligible for federal student aid, this is an option. Again, should only be utilized if federal loans are not an option. And then with federal loans, they do offer fixed interest rates, repayment plans, deferment, forbearance, and often you won't find these type of options when you're utilizing a private loan. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about your loan options. And then federal work study. Again, this will be based on your FAFSA, and then your FAFSA's EFC. So your FAFSA generates your EFC, which is an estimated family contribution number. And we look at that, and if your number is 2,000 or less, you are eligible for federal work study, and that will be communicated in your federal loan package that will be sent to you. If you have not gotten it yet, again, let me know. And then up to 2,000 per academic year. So we typically like to divide that 1,000 each semester. And then you can also do 2,000 on one semester. But these are funds that you are earning that you can put toward your tuition, or you can take that in hand and put towards your living expenses. So it's kind of like you're working getting paid biweekly. And then there's on-campus employment. A lot of these options are generated through our career services here at the Brown School. The Brown School does offer a part-time job fair that is pushed through our career services in the fall, and that will talk about Brown School specific positions and then WashU positions. So that could be at our library, food service, the gym, call centers, research labs. So those are just a few options here on campus. And then there is a website called Simplicity, and that's basically the job postings that will generate again through our career services department. And there are some limited assistantships and research fellowship options. You can find a link to those on our Brown School page. So what now? What are your next steps? So before fall and classes begin, I encourage you to have a solid plan to pay for your tuition and fees. Each semester, your tuition balance is due. I will communicate that due date. Again, you have the option to set up a payment plan. We can talk through a budget plan. All you have to do is communicate with me. If you're utilizing federal aid, so any of those loans, we encourage you to have your loan package signed and returned back to me by July. And again, you'll see what that looks like on your package. scan that in, email it to me, and I'll take care of you. And then in order for your loans to disperse to your student account, you'll need to complete your loan interest counseling, your NPN, and then if you're utilizing a PLUS loan, submit your PLUS loan request and then complete that NPM as well. So that is if you are utilizing the PLUS loan. Again, we like to maximize your unsubsidized loan first, and then if we need to, we can go up into the PLUS loan up to cost of attendance. If you're using a 529 plan, setting up a payment plan, I encourage you to contact our student accounting and billing. They will help you walk through that entire process. If you need help connecting with them, again, contact me. And then complete your health insurance waiver. If you do not plan to use our student health insurance, we encourage you to get that waiver in by September 5th. Any questions about your health insurance or our health insurance, please contact our Habit Health and Wellness Center. And then notify me of any externals of awards. If you've been awarded, which is incredible, let me know. Let me know what that looks like, what those terms are. We can talk about that and kind of apply that to your account, kind of see where you are just in case you need to utilize loans or work out a plan to cover the rest of your balance. Well, I appreciate you all listening to me. If you have questions or concerns, by all means, come and talk with me. Feel free to go through our inbox or just me directly. I will have some office open time tomorrow, so feel free to jump on my Zoom link. If you have questions specifically about your situation, I'm available to talk to you one-on-one, either via the phone or a Zoom call. I encourage all students to contact me via email. I do work remotely. And if you need that phone call, I'll be more than happy to give you a call to discuss your situation. Well, I hope you continue to enjoy Admitted Students Week. We hope to see you this fall. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day.